Welcome everybody. My name is Jodie Jordan. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today we're going to be making the Fairytale Castle Diaper Cake. Now, the paper that I'm using is retired. It's something that I had in my stash back when we had Celebration. I sadly didn't get to use any of this paper because I was living in an Airbnb for a couple months while my home was being finished. That's pretty much why you haven't seen me at all doing any videos or anything on my social media, because everything was packed up for a couple months and I am just getting a little bit organized. I'm actually getting a lot of it organized, I guess I should say, because I've been going through things with the fine tooth comb. I think if I ever move again, I'm just gonna, I don't know, it was a nightmare move. But anyways, what you'll need for this project, I purchased Love diapers, size 3, and you'll need at least 70 of them. Here, this is the panels that's going to go on the towers, and I am just backing them up with cardstock just to make them extra sturdy, I guess, and to look nicer. I just like the look of it better. You're probably wondering why I'm putting the glue on there and then I'm putting the stamp block on there. I want the glue to dry evenly, and I want it to dry flat. So when you put some, like a little bit of weight on there, then there's no bowing to the paper at all. You're going to see me do this as I glue everything on, and then I'm going to start sponging around the edges of the panels after I get everything glued together. And I will do it again, because when you sponge around the edges, it also gets the paper wet and causes it to warp or bow. So I just am making sure that everything is flat. The glue that I'm using is it's a quick dry glue. Let's see, it's by Scotch. It's a tacky quick dry glue, and I usually use it for most things that I make 3D, or if I need it to dry really quickly and I don't want to wait around. Let's see, the paper that I am using is called Dandy Designs, and the SVG file that I'm using is from Mary over at SVG Cuts, called Tiny Miracle SVG Kit. It's really a cute kit. You get a scrapbook page. You get this diaper cake files to cut. You get a baby bottle. I think you get like maybe a little card that's in the shape of a crib. It's super cute. I've had it forever, and I've been dying to use it. And I think I picked the perfect paper for it, since this is for a little girl. The great thing about this is, since it is size 3 diapers, the parents are going to be able to enjoy this for a couple months before they have to actually use the diapers. And you actually can still use the diapers, because all you do is just roll them up and put a little piece of tape on there, and then each roll is, you'll see, I'm going to put each section together with just rubber bands, so they should definitely be able to use these. You're going to see here that I am using my embossing folder, and I'm adding ink to it and then laying the layers down. I just did that for texture and to give it kind of a, that brick look, and I think it turns out really cute. It really defines the project. Again, I just backed up the layers. I wanted everything to be thick, so I made it double. With Stampin' Up paper, it's a good thick paper, but I guess I really wanted it to stand out and to pop and be extra thick, almost like a cardboard. And you can see here, like I said, I'm doing the sponging, and I'm letting it dry underneath the weight of the stamp block. I don't normally use these big blocks anymore. I have my Stamparatus that I use whenever I stamp images that are really big. I just feel more confident when I do that, because if I don't get it the first time, I can go back in and redo it. Here I'm just sponging around this is like the castle, the brick castle door or whatever. Again, I love this paper, and the thing is this is for a girl. The paper has some blues in there too, so I can make another one for a boy. But I was excited that I could make this real girly because I feel like the castle to me, I guess, because my family, we all love the Disney princesses, and I guess I just look at the castle as being girly, but it really can be made boyish if you wanted. You could do grays or any paper would work with this. Honestly, you could get polka dots, you could get stripes, you could get just plain paper. You don't have to use uh, designer paper for this, but you could use this regular paper and then emboss it with your folders, and it would look just as cute, I think. Um, let's see. Another thing I wanted to talk about was for you need 70 diapers. You need 4 12-inch wooden dowels and 1 10-inch wooden dowels. I just bought some dowels from some skewers at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and I just cut one down to 10 inches. I think they were all 12 inches, or you can buy them at the craft store if you like. It's totally up to you. Um, Here in a minute. This project took me, just the process that you're watching took over 2 hours to do. So I spent this video up like 4 times. So it definitely is a project that you want to do like when you have a little bit of time. But again, you don't have to do all the sponging. You don't have to double layer it if you don't want to. It's totally up to you. This was just my preference and my creative. That's how what I thought would look nice. Um, it's totally up to you. Now, what I didn't say was when I was making the safety pins, I cut enough paper to make to back it up 4 times, but I ended up not using 4 of them. I only backed it up 3 times. I wanted those extra thick because those were small and kind of flimsy. So I did stack those up 3 times. So back to my move. I'm finally getting in my space. I don't like it as well as my other one. It's definitely smaller. I'm trying to find the flow. Uh, and then on top of finding the flow, we have a brand new catalog coming out. So I have to get everything kind of organized and figure out what I'm keeping, what I'm getting rid of, what I'm storing. Um, it's definitely a process. I haven't showed any like footage of my new craft room. I really miss my old one. My old one wasn't like it was just like an office, but it flowed better than this one. Um but I'm figuring it out. It's a process. I had to build all the way up on my walls. There is absolutely no blank space in my walls at all. Um Maybe I can throw in some pictures at the end or something to show you what I'm talking about, or I'll probably do it as a separate video, actually, is probably what I'll do to show you what I'm talking about. But I had to stack the collect things all the way up to the ceiling to put like my papers, and I don't have a closet in here. This room definitely doesn't have any extra hiding storage, which my husband's office has a closet and he let me use it. Then on top of that, my craft room doesn't have a door. It's like a den, or I guess they call this a den, but we ordered a door, but they said it's a special order, so it's going to be like 6 weeks. So if I have an open concept home, so if anyone is watching TV, if anyone is in the kitchen, it's taken me days just to film the voiceover for this video because I had to get up when everybody's in the bed. We have 4 people here and everybody works from home or stays home. No one leaves ever really. Um, so yeah, I'm definitely getting it's a challenge. This craft room is a challenge. My husband offered me to take the front of the house and I didn't want to go in there because that room had carpet and I didn't want to spend the money to rip the carpet out and put in flooring like I did last time. But I ended up having to spend money on a door, so I don't know. I'm getting, like I said, I miss my old craft room. I'm gonna make this work and figure it out, but I definitely miss my old room. I think it's just because I was in there for a while and I had, knew where everything was, and I still can't find things. Like I feel like all the boxes I have are unpacked for my craft room, but I still can't find my paper trimmer. I still can't find like things that I know I bought while I was at the Airbnb, but I can't find them. I don't, it's driving me crazy. But here, these are the panels that I was talking about, and I'm just gluing those on top of these will glue shut. And I'm just gluing all the panels on, trying to get them as even as possible because this is the part that you will definitely see on the diaper cake. These are going to be glued onto the little sticks or whatever the dowels, and I'm just lining those up. And again, I'm trying to get those glued on there extra flat. It's probably just something silly that I feel like it just looks better and it makes it more even when you put the weight on there and let it dry. It's so funny the little things that you pick up that you have in your mind that makes it better. But anyways, we do have a new catalog coming out. I believe you guys can see it May 2nd. So if you're interested in a catalog, let me know. You can email me at theblueeyecrafter@gmail.com and request one, and I'll send one out. I should have new products in the next couple weeks. I didn't rush with my pre-order because I'm still trying to get my craft room together and I'm not sure what products I want to buy. I'm trying not to buy everything. We had a color refresh, so with the color refresh, that means 11 colors went out and we have all new ones come, like a lot of new colors coming in. Some of the colors are old colors, some of them are brand new colors, and then of course we have the 5 extra in colors coming. I really don't know. It's like I can't get it all. I know I can't get it all. I don't need to get it all. I'm trying, like I did that last time. I ordered so much stuff, and then there's so many products that I didn't even use. So I'm trying to do it different this time and just order a few things at a time. I want to start classes soon and start offering online classes for everyone, and possibly some in-person classes if you live near if you live in Florida. I'm near Lakeland Bartow area. I really want to start getting that going. I want to get maybe possibly an online bingo thing going where we will craft some projects in between our games and win prizes and have a good time. I definitely have to get a lot of people interested in doing that for me to even attempt to do that because all the products I would have to mail to you guys and I've seen some ladies do it and it looks really fun, and that's my goal for this year is to get that going, to get some classes going and to get a fun bingo thing going. That it's just it looks fun and I think a lot of people will enjoy it. Now here I'm doing the same thing. These are the the actual papers that you glue together in strips and they'll go around the diaper cake. And I'm doing the same thing here. Now, I will tell you that when you glue it flat, you got to remember that you have to curve it. Like you see me doing this, and then here in a minute, I'm gonna start curving it. And sometimes when you glue paper together, that you want to curve. See, I'm trying to shape it now. You got to do it quick because it'll leave a bubble if you don't. So, depending on your glue, how long or how short it takes to dry, that's important that you get that going. start to get it to curve, or it will make a huge bubble in there. And I'm still flattening it down a little bit, but you can see I'm starting to curve it a little bit more. This one I think goes around the bottom, so there's a lot more sections to it versus the first two layers. This was a big hit at the baby shower. It was actually, so we lived in the same house for over 15 years, and obviously my kids grew up with the neighborhood kids, and this is one of my daughter's very best friends. He was a lot younger than her, but he was at our house every day. I mean, every single day. I actually made him a card, and I put in the card that I can't believe it just seems like yesterday that they were jumping on the trampoline and swimming in the pool, and now I'm making him a cake for his, diaper cake for him to have a baby. It's crazy. Time flies so fast. But he seems super happy. I hadn't seen him in a long time. We moved away, so I hadn't seen him in a long time, and he looks so happy. And his girlfriend is so sweet. I just love her. I'll get to see that my daughter's actually getting married soon, so I'll get to see him again and maybe actually get to enjoy him a little bit during the wedding. Now here I'm bringing in my glue gun. Now this glue gun, my husband, I love him. We decided a couple years ago we were not doing Christmas gifts, and I think, I don't know, it wasn't Christmas night, maybe. I don't know. We had ordered a pizza or something, and I'd gotten up to go get the pizza, and he was like, he kept teasing me, telling me I needed to go get my gift out from underneath the tree, which, if you've ever met my husband, he's 100% a comedian all day, every day. Okay, so here I'm just wrapping. It takes two diapers per dowel. And as you see, I'm just rolling those around and just putting the tape on there. Well, you kind of can see because I'm out of the camera, sorry. Rolling those up and taping them on. And you do that for all the dowels. Anyways, back to my husband. So we decided we weren't doing the Christmas gifts, and I got up to go get the pizza, and I look over. He had been teasing me all night, telling me I needed to go get my gift out from underneath the tree, and I'm like, whatever. I know we didn't do gifts this year, and I had been talking about how I wanted, a wireless glue gun or a battery operated glue gun. So needless to say, I go to get the pizza, and I look, and there was actually a gift underneath the tree. No one got a single present that Christmas but me from my husband. Bless his heart. I love him so much. But he went to Lowe's and bought me this glue gun, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, but it shoots glue out so fast because it's made for like woodworking or something. He didn't get it from like a craft store or anything like that. I think I can buy tips for it to make it come out slower, but you barely have to squeeze it or the glue comes gushing. But I love it. It's really nice. It's like, a good one. The Ryobi brand. But bless his heart, at least, I mean, I guess it's definitely the thought that counts. And make it so bad, the one that I plug in, it caught fire, like it blew. I had melted so many sticks in that thing, and like the sides of it was yellow. I needed to throw it away a long time ago. So here I'm just dropping the glue down inside, and you just kind of have to hold it there. Like I said, this glue gun, it was smoking. You could see smoke coming out because it gets hot. Like I said, it's definitely for like wood, which we're using wooden dowels, but it's to glue like wood to wood. Here I'm just kind of getting it to roll around a little bit, and I would say if I was to do this over again, I probably would have hot glued this part just because it would have glued a lot faster. Even with the fast drying glue, I felt like it didn't glue as well as I wanted it. But you do this for all five of the dowels. And then there's one dowel that all the dowels will get a safety pin on them, but one. I put some little mesh on there. And if you watch Mary's video where she does hers, she had like this little, it was like a flower, but it was made of like a mesh. It was really cute. I couldn't find that. I didn't read all the directions of where she probably put in her PDF where she got it. I will link below uh, where you can purchase her SVGs if you have a Cricut machine or a Silhouette. She does it for all cutting machines, and she does a really good job because she makes a PDF um, that tells you all the supplies, what paper she uses. She also does a put together video. Now, when she does the video, she does sometimes she'll do a little bit more advanced, but most of the time it's a raw video because she's doing like 4 or 5 projects. I'm sure she doesn't film them all in one day, but she does everything. So, um, with me, I wanted to do this just to show you how I'd used, all my Stampin' Up products. As with Stampin' Up products, all the papers match, all the inks match, all the markers match, all the ribbons match. They're all the same color. So like when you do that sponging on the edge, it's going to match your designer paper or your core paper that you use. So here I'm doing so it's six. This is the top layer. So it's 6 diapers. And then you put the one tower in the middle and you wrap your band around. Now you can do this as tight or as loose as you want. It really doesn't go anywhere at all. I just kind of measured a little bit. Again, I probably would have done this part with the hot glue gun as well because this is super thick, but the glue that I use, trust me, it holds it. You can see a little gap there, but it's okay. It's going to be really cute. And then now the next one, you're going to do 6 diapers. Now, on the first one, you did 6 diapers, but you did 3 in the back, 3 in the front, and then 1 in the middle. Here, you're doing the same thing. Now, you're going to wrap 6 diapers, and then you're going to put 10 around that, plus 2 towers on each side, 1 on each side. Just kind of shape it and try to turn all your where you taped it together inward. Because sometimes that tape comes loose. I will say that I didn't use like the best tape in the world, but I didn't want it to be extra sticky either on the baby's diapers. So there's the second layer, and now you're seeing the first layer. I did not put the safety pin. I mean, you could if you wanted. You just have to cut an extra file, which I cut enough to do that. I didn't end up using them because, like I said, I made these three. I stacked them 3 high. So now the last layer, you're going to do the six again, and then you're going to do 12 diapers around that 6 with a bigger rubber band. Now you can use twine, you can use whatever, because obviously, once you get out so big, you don't have rubber bands that big. I did because I used to work at the hospital, and we used to get the big bundles of linen that come in rubber bands. And from me working there, I still have a bunch of them. Okay, so the bottom layer is the 6, then you add the 12, and then you're going to add 16 more around the base plus the 2 towers. So you can see one of those had come undone. So you're just rolling them up and taping them. I didn't show that process. That's like this process right here took 2 hours. That's not including me rolling all these diapers, 70 diapers, which I didn't roll. I did roll the towers on camera, and it's not counting cutting everything out on my Cricut. Cutting on my Cricut, that takes some time, especially since I try my best to manipulate the files to where I can use 8.5 by 11 paper. Sometimes Stampin' Up started a while back selling their paper, and if you get the end colors, you can get 4 sheets of paper for the same color, it's in like a five color family. Here I definitely would have, this whole thing should have been hot glued. I edited out where I had actually tried to use the glue. It's just too big of a space across there. And then I was covering up, I wanted that band to cover those little holes to look like little windows in the castle. Now, if you get the Brights or the Regals or the subtle packs of 12 by 12 paper, then you only get 2 sheets. So that's why back in the day, I still have a lot of 12 by 12 paper. The actual color that I used for the base of this, I don't even think it's the actual one of the actual colors in the designer series paper, but I made it work. I had a color that was similar. And this is just something I bought at Walmart, some little mesh. I will suggest this has got a little sparkle to it, but there's some of these meshes that have glitter. If you plan on giving this as a gift and you want the baby to actually be able to wear the diapers, I don't suggest buying anything with any kind of glitter that's going to shake off. And this is why. Me personally, I'm allergic to glitter. If it gets on my skin, I break out. And a newborn baby has, usually very sensitive skin. And over time, if that glitter shakes down in those diapers, you might not see it on there or whatever, but I just don't suggest getting anything that has any kind of glitter on it that can shake off. This was meshed in and it didn't have any kind of rub off at all. So I don't remember. I had this in my stash forever. I couldn't tell you how much this cost, but there's the finished cake. Isn't it just freaking cute? I love it. It turned out so good. So, like I said, if you want to request a new catalog, hit me up at theblueyecrafter@gmail.com, and I will see you next time for the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.